Hello, this is my second grant video of the year, and it's a good one. This is one that you don't want to miss, okay? So if you're looking for grant money, free money for your business as an entrepreneur, business owner, nonprofit, this is the video for you. Grant opportunities are getting bigger, and they're becoming more frequent. More programs are coming out. Programs that we had last year are reopening their programs, and the pots are getting bigger. I'm talking about in the millions of dollars. And one thing that I'm going to talk about today that I talk about all the time is collaboration and the power of collaboration and the desire for grantors, the desire for them to want to solve problems through collaborative efforts. And so if you are a person who can and is willing to collaborate with other people, then the opportunities are more available for you. So I'm going to be talking specifically to one big grant, okay, that requires collaboration. And I'm putting out a call for those that want to collaborate on this particular effort. Or if you know someone who is in this particular space of affordable housing who may want to collaborate as well. Again, collaboration. What are we collaborating for? Impact. Collaborating for impact and collaborating for income. Okay. So if you want to add to your bottom line, this is for you. And if you want to make a greater impact through your business, your nonprofit organization, this is for you as well. So as I open it up, if you're new here, I'm Shantae R. Roddy. This is She Boss Talk Studios. Please let us know who you are, where you're hailing from, and what your business is. And please, if you are one that is looking to collaborate, just put collab in the comments of this video. Tag anyone in this video, share this video out with anyone that you believe needs this information for their small business. And there's no shortage of businesses that still need this information. Grants did not end in 2022, right? So more and more are coming online. The fact is that we just have to make sure that our businesses are ready. They're becoming more and more competitive. So as people find out about these grants, they get more competitive. So what does that mean? We need to up our game. It's just like when you look at sports figures, right? And the ones that are winning championships, right? They're upping their game. They know competition. The younger guys are coming onto the fields and onto the course. Do they just give up and throw in the towel? No. They don't give up on their dream and what they know that they were called to do or called to have just because a little bit of competition comes on board. It's like you have to know you are the best of the best and that you are deserving of whatever it is that you're going for, and that you are just going to be accountable to yourself to go after it, to prepare yourself and go after it. So but the money is out there. The money is here. The pots are getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And so those are some of what we are focusing on. So, I didn't do a video last week because we have a lot going on here at She Boss Talk. We continue to apply for grants, and we're working on a big one right now that requires collaboration. The bigger the pot is, the more we're able to do. And I know I just had a conversation with one of my peers yesterday. She gets grants for her. She has a college, right? So I've been in talks with many of my peers about collaborative efforts because we can do it, but we can't do it by ourselves. Okay. So we want to be competitive, and we want amongst the companies that have more money and they're bigger and they've been in the game longer, then we have to come together. We all have strengths. When you bring it together, you can go after all of these other opportunities and you can actually win them. Okay. And grantors are again looking for us to be collaborative. It can't just be all about us. They're looking for us to say, hey, I know a nonprofit over here, or I know another for-profit over here, or I know someone with this skill set. How can we bring it together to solve the world's problems? And many more grants they're coming available for those that are able to solve some of the problems that are out there, whether you have a business or not. Okay. So I wish I could go through all of them, but I don't have time. I'm going to focus on 3 today. they're in the show notes. Everything is always in the description of this video. Just click on the link, go review the information and apply. Or if you want to collaborate with someone, if it's a collaborative effort, reach out to those that align with what you're trying to do. They have similar goals, and go after these opportunities that are available. I just want to make mention really quickly that we are preparing for Black History Month, which is next month. Okay, so it's around the corner. This is the last day, last call for if you have a business, if you have a product or a service, and you want to be spotlighted in our Black business guide that runs all of Black History Month and Black Business Month, which is in August. It's not just a guide. You're in the guide. You can say that my business was published in that online national guide, but there's a full promotional campaign that goes behind all of the businesses that are featured, meaning we promote you, we feature you across our vast, very large, by the way, network. And so all of the information is in the form. So please go to our Facebook page. You will see the information there. I'll make sure I pin it to the top of the page so you can see it. And you will also see it on the top banner on our Facebook page with the link to sign up. Today is the deadline. The form will cut off at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And no, we will not reopen it, right? So you have to see the value in having your business and your brand publicized and getting more visibility to your brand. That's building brand awareness and brand equity and bringing more customers to you. Okay, so again, the cutoff date, this is our third one, and then it would close. Then we prepare to start promoting it at the beginning of February. Also, you can look forward to the I Am Black business pitch competition for grant money that will open in February. Okay, so again, these are more ways for you to get your business out there and to get more money for your business. So again, the I Am Black business competition will be opening early February. I think the first or second week in February. More details are coming. So just follow us on YouTube, follow us on Facebook, and subscribe to our email list so that you know as soon as it opens. Okay. Again, more chances to win money. This is our second pitch of its kind, and so we have this every year. Reminder that this is January. We're approaching the end of the month. Every month we have a grant challenge. Okay, so every month we have a grant challenge where we are holding ourselves and each other accountable to apply for a certain number of grants every month by the end of each month, because every month there's grant close at the end of every month, right? So whether they close or not, we're holding ourselves accountable to apply for at least 3 grants by the end of any given month. So this is January. So if you have not already applied for a grant, then I would highly encourage you to do so. Being part of our tribe helps you because you get access to grants and you have additional mentorship opportunities that are available to you. We also have our grant tracker that you can subscribe to, where we have a whole list of grant opportunities ready for you to apply for all types of businesses, right? Whether you're for-profit or a nonprofit business. Okay, so I just wanted to give that heads up for that, so you all know what's coming before it actually comes, so that you can be ready, okay, to get whatever you need to build wealth. This is the year of financial freedom. That is our theme for the year. What can we do to achieve financial freedom for ourselves, and how can we help you? Things that we're doing to actively help you and your business build wealth through your business, right? Or through entrepreneurship. That's what we're doing. Okay. So I see you all out there. Definitely, if you have questions, let me know and I'll try to respond. If not during the show, then after the live broadcast ends. And if you come in after, the replay is always available. People always ask me. The replays are always available for you to come whenever you have an opportunity to view these videos. They're important. We get so many testimonials for those that actually take action. I'm giving you the information. You are the ones that have to take action on it. Okay. So let me start with the first one. This is a good one because there's so many different types of grants that are out there. This first one that I'm going to share with you is for those female entrepreneurs that are in the health industry. Okay. And so I put this one out and it kind of went over people's heads, or they didn't see it or take interest in it. But I know so many women in the health industry. I mean, this includes mental health and wellness. So if you are in this industry, or you definitely know a woman who is, then please share this grant with her. So I'm going to share my screen really quickly so you can see this grant. Again, I'm highlighting 3 for the sake of time, but there are hundreds, if not thousands, of grant opportunities that you can apply for. Okay, so let me go to the grant. This is, that's the national grant. It was up here. It's the, oh, here it is. Femhealth. Okay, so you should see it pop up on the screen in just a second. There it is, okay? So this is the first one that we're going to talk about. This is the Tech Forever, okay? Femtech Accelerator program. So I talk about many times that there are programs available out there. So it's not just a grant. What these accelerators do, accelerators are meant to help you grow your business, okay? So these are not, incubators are typically for to help you start up your business. Accelerators are for those that have already started their business and are looking for ways to accelerate their growth. Okay, so this one is Femhealth Accelerator, and they're going to be selecting participants. Selected participants will receive $10,000 non-dilutive grant. Okay, so this is free money that you don't have to pay back, and money that where you don't have to give up a percentage of ownership in your company. Okay, so that's what non-dilutive means. You don't have to give up a percentage of your company in order to get the funding. Okay, so and learn from industry executive venture capitalists. Okay, so venture capitalists are great because if you have a business, you want a business that's worth something. Okay, and you want people to invest in your business. So there's venture capital where people will give you capital in exchange for a percentage of your business. Okay, so and other thought leaders in the space, and there's a clear button, right? So you go to the page, it's giving you all this information, and I always say, go to the page. Don't just look here because there may be other programs, and you see they have one for Latino. So if you are Latino or know someone who is, please know that many times these companies have many different programs and not just one. Maybe you don't qualify for one or you missed the deadline for one, but you can apply for another one. Okay, I've seen it many times and I've done it many times. There's many companies I've applied for multiple grants through the same company. Now, you can apply here. The deadline is January the 27th, and it's giving you information. As you scroll down, please make sure you read all the information. All the information they give you, read their FAQs if they have them. So this program is run, what did they say, in collaboration? Okay, in collaboration. Didn't I say I'm going to talk a lot about collaboration? These companies and organizations and foundations collaborate together, okay? So they're collaborating with Femhealth founders, an organization focused on cultivating a world-class fem health. Feminine health is big. So if you are in this space or want to get into the space or can help contribute to this space, there's money available. They want world-class health for women, okay? They support women entrepreneurs building technology-enabled consumer-centric products and solutions that drastically improve women's health and wellness, okay? So alongside Stitch Crew, Femhealth founders and industry experts, participants will have the opportunity to refine and scale their approach to bringing women's health and wellness products to market. Okay, so selected participants will receive $10,000, as I said before. Here are some of the areas. So you're like, Femhealth, what does that mean? Okay, so it includes but is not limited to these areas: personalized healthcare innovation, interoperable applications between physician and patient, real-world evidence health data platforms, consumer solutions, wellness solutions, and mental health solutions. Okay, so if you in the health industry, women's health, and you don't think it fits there, still apply. It says but not limited to. But this covers a lot of women that I know are either in the health and wellness, they're providing consumer-based solutions for women's health or mental health. Okay, so $10,000 is telling you who is eligible, how to apply, what time commitment is not needed, what are the benefits of participating, what the selection process is like, will Stitch Crew own your IP? So they know the questions that are typically asked, so they're answering them right here for you on their website, okay? And they have below some of their partners. And again, it's always good to look at their partner. Who are they partnering with, right? And go to some of these websites that you will find that they are doing other, especially like the Walton Family Foundation. They partner with so many companies and organizations, and they give out tons of grant money. Okay, so find out who are they partnered with, who's sponsoring them, and know that there are other things that they're doing, more opportunities that you can get that are not just limited to the grant that I'm showing here on the screen, because that's where some of you all missed out, is because you're like, oh, okay, well, it wasn't worth it. This doesn't apply to me. Well, you didn't take the opportunity to really learn about the program, what else they're doing, who their partners are, to go seek out to find out how you can get a part of their pie. The opportunities are limitless. I mean, unless you limit it, right? They're limitless. There's so many opportunities here. You just have to seek and find, and you will find the opportunity. Find one that fits you and apply. If it doesn't fit you right now, maybe it'll fit you later, or maybe another program would be more suited to you. But I don't care what business you're in, what industry you're in, if you're a man or woman, black or white, it doesn't matter. There is a grant program available for you. So again, this one is for feminine health. It's a Feminine Health Accelerator program. So these programs are coming on board not to just give you money. They don't just want to give you money and say, okay, go figure it out for yourself. They're actually helping you, providing an entire program to support you in your business growth, support you in making money, support you in reaching more of your ideal customer whose lives you want to impact. Okay, so again, that is the Femhealth Accelerator. So the next grant that I'm going to spotlight is from Fedex. I mentioned Fedex a lot because Fedex has like 4 or 5 different grant programs that I talk about because they're annual. They come every single year. And FedEx continues to add more and more grants. So that's why I say, who doesn't, most of my peers use FedEx. Okay. So look at what programs are you already connected to? What programs are you already connected to? What tools are you using? Have you even looked to see, what you're using in your business? Do they have any type of program like an accelerator or an incubator to get you started up in your business? Do they have any pitch competitions or grants? Have you looked into it? If you have not looked into it, you haven't done enough, right? So because the programs are out there, I bring it to people's attention all the time. I'm like, okay, you're on social media, you're using Facebook. Did you know they have an accelerator? Are you on TikTok? They have an accelerator. Are you on LinkedIn? They have an accelerator. Do you sell products on Amazon or thinking about selling products on Amazon? They have an accelerator program. They give out grants. So if you have not explored, taken inventory of the programs you are already using, tools you are already using to support your small business, then you haven't done enough. Look into it, because most likely you have overlooked, or you have not found it because you just have not looked or asked to see if they have a program or not. Okay, so the next one that I'm going to share with you is Fedex. And Fedex, they always have really good grant. And know that if it's FedEx, it's competitive, right? So just assume it's competitive. Like, even when I applied for grants early on in COVID, when I was winning them, I assumed they were competitive. I mean, I didn't say, oh, this is going to be an easy grant for me to get. I just applied for it. It was one that I qualified for, and I shot my shot. So, I mean, you have to do the same thing. You can't go in the mindset, oh, they're not going to choose my business. There's like 1,000 businesses I'm competing with. You're sabotaging yourself. Mindset is, I can't say it enough because I talk about it a lot, how important mindset is. If you tell yourself out the gate before you even click the button to apply that you're not going to get it, you're not going to win it, everybody is better than you, they're bigger than you, they have a better chance than you, they deserve it over you, then guess what? They're going to get it and you're not. I mean, you have to tell yourself what you want. You have to speak what you want. Don't speak against yourself, because exactly what you're saying is what's going to happen. Okay, I see it all the time. And even to this day, business owners, they just give up. I mean, it's just like they haven't even really given themselves a chance to go through the process, and they just give up. They just assume, oh, I can't, this is not for me, I can't do it. Well, you won't be able to do it if you tell yourself you can't. Okay. I've never said that when I've applied for a grant opportunity. I don't care how tough it is. I don't know how tough it is or how many people I'm competing against because I don't care. I know who I am, and I know I deserve this grant, and I'm just going to put my hat in the ring and see what happens. Okay. And I've won grants where thousands of people applied for them, and I got it. So it does not, how many people applied does not matter. Okay, so if the people that's winning can get it, so can you. So I have to put that out there because I still get emails from people, oh, I signed up for the grant tracker, but I'm gonna cancel my membership because I don't think I'm gonna get a grant. Well, you shouldn't be signed up because you're not, because you already told yourself you're not. Okay, so but we're in the mindset that we're going to get whatever it is we want to get in 2023 and beyond. So this is Fedex Small Business Contest. They run this every year, okay? So let's talk about it. The entry period will open. So this is a new one. This is not about to close. Entry period opens January 31st. So you can be getting ready now. They actually even have a countdown. So you do need to have an account. So you need to open up an account with FedEx, okay? So that you can submit your application. Okay. So they already have the website up. 2023 contest starts in 7 days, 22 hours, 33 minutes, and countdown seconds. Okay. Get ready for your chance to win $30,000 for your business, $30,000. Right. So, with $30,000 helping you in your business, I don't know about you, but $30,000 to a small business is a lot of money. I mean, we could do a lot with $30,000. Look, I could do a lot with $1,000, right? But $30,000, you can really do a lot within your business. So you've been all in your business since day one. You're always learning, always hustling, always striving for more. And with the help of FedEx, you can go all out to drive your small business even further with a chance to win $30,000 from Fedex Small Business Contest. Now you're going to ask me, has anybody won this grant? Yes. Okay. And they share winners of this grant. I mean, any grant that's out there, there's someone that has won it. That means it can be won by you. Okay. So if you meet the eligibility for the program, you follow the instructions, right? Then you have a chance. If you don't apply, you don't have a chance. Okay. And if you're applying, you're not eligible to start with, you don't have a chance. Eligibility just means that you are eligible to submit an application for them to review. There's no guarantee that you're going to win. It means you're eligible. Okay. So first be eligible, second follow the instructions, and you're halfway there. Many people can't even get there immediately. Okay. They are knocked off the list because they didn't meet the eligibility. Then next, they didn't follow the instructions. So you're knocked off the list. It happens every single day with these grant programs. So don't get knocked off in the first round of a grant competition. Okay. 10 winners will be selected. 30,000 is the grand prize. So 10 grand prize winners will get that plus, okay, $1,000 print credit for FedEx Office, access to FedEx Premier Customer Service, sustainable packaging consultation, digital sales consultation, 20% off SEO monthly plan from higher visibility, mentor matching with entrepreneur organization, and much more. Plus, okay, if for veterans, one U.S. veteran winner of the 10 grants winners will get an additional $10,000 from USAA Small Business Insurance. So if you're a veteran, let me know in the comments, or if you know a veteran, please tag them in here. I know veterans, they all I'm all constantly asked about, are there things programs for veterans? There's a lot for veterans. There's actually, the VA has a special program for veteran entrepreneurs that I'm surprised that many of them still don't know that these programs exist, where they will not only give you a grant, but they provide you ongoing assistance. But there are a lot of programs right now that have a grant cut out. They either specifically for veterans, or they have a carve out for veteran entrepreneurs and business owners. So if you are a veteran, definitely shoot your shot. There's a special grant. So it's just like when we have opened up our grant, there's a special carve out. That means you have double the chance to win. So you get to win more. Okay. So then they have people's choice voting. They're telling you about all of the periods, how the process works. Okay. So you follow the timeline. They're not going to be answering your calls and all that kind of stuff. They lay it all out here for you. So you know the entry period from January 31st to February 21st. So a little shy of a month that you have to submit your application. People choice voting. So people have a chance to vote for you. So there are grants like that you need to have people vote. So get ready. Who's in your fan club or your network can you have voting for you? Okay, top 100 is going to be announced in April, and then winners will be announced in May. And so it's telling you exactly how you're going to enter and vote. Is giving you FAQs. You read down further, read the rules. Meet Fedex small business grant winners. Okay. So small business winners just like you in a number of different industries. So I would say, check out the winners, learn more about them, because there's something you can glean from them that is going to help you with your application. Okay. So they obviously won the small business grant. They shot their shot. They believed in their business. They didn't care about how many other people won or could win. They shot their shot and they won. Okay. And so Fedex has been having this grant for many, many, many years now. Shoot your shot. It opens on January 31st. The top prize is $30,000 with a special carve out of an additional $20,000 for veteran-owned businesses. Okay. So that's great. Again, a reminder that many of the grants, so like even before I came on here, a lot of the grants I was just looking at, they have been around since COVID, if not before, and on time, like they do every year. It's like reopen. We're in a new year at the beginning of the year. So you can expect that many of the grants from last year that maybe you missed out on, you weren't ready, or you were new business, you weren't in business yet, and the 1 year mark or 2 year mark, now is reopened. So now's your chance. You should have spent that time getting ready. Now you can go ahead and apply for these programs that are available. Because again, there's so many that are available right now. So I see you all out there. Thank you so much for tuning in. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. Can you apply for grants if you are sole proprietorship? Yes, you can apply for grants. You have to make sure that you meet the eligibility. What I can tell you is that what's going to increase your chances of getting more grants or being eligible for more grants is to make sure that you are properly registered, making sure that you have your EIN number, which is your business tax ID number, and you are registered within your state. Okay, so you are a sole proprietor, but I don't know if you're registered as a sole proprietor, but you need to be legally structured. So it doesn't mean that you can't get a grant if you're not. It means that you're going to limit the opportunity to get grants if you don't have those things in place. Okay. And there's many more requirements. That's why our cheat sheet is still available. Our cheat sheet is $47. It tells you everything that I did and continue to do to win grants, everything you need to have in place to be able to qualify for grants. So definitely pick that up. The link is in the description of this video. I mean, I've had several thousands of business owners that have gotten grants by using that cheat sheet. I tell you everything that you need to have. Documents, financial statements that still people don't know, they don't use today, that cause them not to get grants. It's not just, oh, I'm an LLC and you'll get a grant. There's more to it. That's just one part of it, right? And you don't have to be an LLC. You need to have a legal structure, be considered a legal, legitimate business in the eyes of whoever the grantor is, and they determine what that is. That means for them for any particular grant. Okay, that's why it's so important to read and learn about whoever it is that's giving the grants out and what are they asking for, because it can be different. And you may be thinking, oh, all businesses want employees. This is an example, and that's not the case. There may be one grant that has that requirement, but I've seen many grants that don't. When I applied for my grants, I didn't have any employees, and I got grants. So you just threw yourself out the running with misinformation. Right. So if there is a grant that you come upon and you don't meet the requirements, use that as a checklist. If that's something you want, I don't have it now, but okay, next year I'm gonna make sure I have it. Okay. So I need to put my employees on payroll, or I have 1099s and they should actually be payroll. I'm paying people under the table and they should be on payroll. Then put them on payroll, right? So you can take advantage of these opportunities. Now, this one I'm getting ready to go over. This is the collaborative one. Okay. This is big. Okay. I didn't put $1 million because people get intimidated. $1 million grant. But yes, there are multi-million-dollar grants that are available across the board at the federal level and at the state levels that you can apply for. Okay. You just have to know when they're available. You have to be well connected. That's why you should be following She Boss Talk. Okay. So this is one example of many grants that are similar to this. They are giving millions of dollars to help solve world problems, right? And especially in the US, right? And all over the world, but especially in the US, right? Because I'm based in the US. So I'm getting ready to share my screen. This is the last one that I'm going to cover. And this is a big one. All right, so let me scroll down so I can get to it. Like this is real stuff. So again, I have to say, when you see grants like this means they're giving money to companies that are well organized. They are structured in their business. They on top of their finances, and they know how to collaborate. Okay. You either in this industry or can contribute to this cause. Okay. So this particular grant, let me make sure it's on the screen. It's on the screen. Okay. So you can see at the top, okay, Enterprise Housing Affordability Breakthrough Challenge. Many grants come in the form of challenges. Many federal agencies host challenges, but a number of foundations and individuals and other companies host challenges as well. Okay. What does that mean? It's a competition. You know you're going into a competition. Okay. So Housing Affordability Breakthrough Challenge 20 million national grant competition is what this is. Okay. And you have an opportunity to win between $1 million and $3 million to participate in this competition. So the national housing shortage continues to make headlines. It does. I was just watching a program the other day. So for me, this is an industry that I've been wanting to tackle, and I know many peers of mine want to tackle this as well. There's so many housing shortages, so many homeless people on the street that don't have housing. How do we solve this problem? They want to know, right? Estimates on the number of homes needed to close the gap run in the millions. But one thing is clear: without a stable, affordable place to call home, it's impossible to thrive. So they're telling us this is the problem, and we're going to give you money to help us solve it. In an effort to scale needed housing solutions, Enterprise, in partnership with Wells Fargo Foundation. So you know Wells Fargo, the banking financial institution, has a foundation, right? Many companies do your research. Wells Fargo Foundation have teamed up, so they're collaborating to launch a new $20 million competition. The Affordable Housing Breakthrough Challenge will identify and propel implementation-ready innovations that transform current practices and reimagine access to affordable homes. Now, eligible applicants will compete for individual grants of $1 million, $2 million, and $3 million to scale ideas that lay the groundwork for a system-wide change. They want a system-wide change, okay? Winners will also receive 2 years of technical assistance to turn their ideas into real-world programs. Applications will open January 31st. So that's why I'm doing this video now, so we can get prepared to go after this grant that opens on January the 31st. Via the link to the webpage, submissions will be accepted until March 3rd. So we already know the date. Don't try to submit it after the fact. It will not be accepted, okay? There is a webinar. So I've already signed up for this webinar to explain the competition and the application. Anytime you're applying for a program and they host webinars, you need to attend. You need to attend. So you know everything. They're going to tell you what it is that you need to know to increase your chances, to know what do's and don'ts. Because there's some things, if you didn't look at the webinar, you didn't follow the instructions, you didn't bother to read, and you submit something that they say don't submit, or at a time past the deadline or whatever it is, then you are out of the money. So you've done all that work for nothing, right? So it's so important to attend the webinar session. So the first one is going to be February the 2nd at 11 a.m. PT time, okay? So there are focus areas here to be mindful of. This is the second cycle for this challenge, okay? That it aims to meet the needs of the affordable housing challenges across native, rural, suburban, tribal, and urban communities. Before I go on the focus areas, let me just pinpoint rural again. If you can provide a service to rural communities, there's a lot of money. There's a lot of money going to helping rural communities. So if you didn't check out my USDA grant from last year, please go check that out. There's another grant I'm applying for right now, and they have a special, like you get bonus points for helping rural communities. I mean, so again, that's just an example. So proposals must encompass one or more of the three focus areas: financing for housing, right? Construction, access, and resident support, okay? So maybe you're good at finances, or maybe you're in the real estate or real estate development and you want a partner, or maybe you're on construction. So you're the ones, you have the construction, right? Or the development organization and the people that do the work. You bring a certain level of expertise and experience to the table, right? That where I may not have, right? Because I'm not I don't build homes, but I know there's a problem. I have ideas for solving the problem, right? And that's what we need. We need some really good people with good ideas to come together and create a solution. And a great idea for a solution across the board in a chance to win this money, so that we can just imagine if you came together in collaboration with some friends and you all brought your stuff to the table and you submitted the application and you won this grant. And then not only you win this grant, but then your idea then gets selected as a pilot or a program to just implement across the state, across not the state, but across the US and across the world. You know, that happens every day. People create programs that is adopted, you know, across the board. Maybe it's adopted here and then we roll it out into, you know, other countries. That is really how it works, okay? So innovations across all three focus areas must demonstrate how they center racial equity, okay? Because we know that there's racial equity issues, where applicable, integrate environmental sustainability. So all these areas that they're talking about, there's money in, and they're bringing them together, right? How they center around racial equity in housing, That's a very present problem. And integrating environmental sustainability. So we want to build homes. We want to create more affordability for homes, for housing. But how do we do it in an environmentally sustainable way to do it? So maybe your piece, your contribution, about environment and how to those environmental aspects, or maybe you are an expert on racial inequality, right? In the industry, in the housing industry, and the different racial issues across the board that have been happening, and you have statistics on that. Think about it that way when you're coming together for a collaboration on any particular grant or contract or any other type of opportunity. But this is one, again, $20 million. You have an opportunity to win $1, $2, or $3 million for this program. And typically, when you're applying for one of these programs, there's always a lead, right? So there's a lead person. And so if we pursue this, then my company would be the lead, right? I would be the lead on this. There's always a lead. And then there's supporting actors, right? Or we're coming together. But there's one application. Then if you have a consortium of people or companies or organizations, then those are all included. So this brings me back to what I mentioned in earlier this year, the 13 tips on how to make more money and build wealth in 2023. Okay. If you did not see that video, go click on the video button and you will find that video. Go watch it. Okay. Any of the 13 things are going to help you make more money and build wealth in your business. And one of the things I mentioned is collaboration. Another thing that I mentioned is making sure that your business is ready. If you haven't thought about, getting a resume or updating your resume, you want to do that. If you don't have a capability statement, you want to do that. But these are things that we can assist with as we go through the process. But know that when you're going after these types of initiatives, these are things you're like, oh, we have to have a resume. Yes. Do you have a bio, a biography ready? To present so people can pull or extract information from your bio, extract information from your resume and your capability statement to pull into a grant. If we have a grant writer on the team and they need to pull your information, are those things ready? These things have to be ready when you're applying for these high level types of opportunities. This is not, $500 or $100, right? So the requirements for a $500 grant are going to be much less than requirements for multi-million-dollar grants. So you just have to, think about your business and your business goals. What opportunities are you pursuing this year? I mean, how big do you want to go this year? What types of opportunities you want to pursue? If these are the type of opportunities that you want to pursue, like us, we have to have our businesses in order, all of these different things, right? And so resumes, capability statements, portfolios, so people know. So when I make the call, which I'm getting ready to do, I'm going to ask you if you want to collaborate to send me an email, but you're going to need to have some information in that email because I'm going to schedule a Zoom call for everyone that says that they are interested in applying or interested in collaborating on this particular grant program. Okay. So if you are interested in this particular program to help solve the housing affordability problem, for a chance for us to get up to $3 million to do it, I want you to send me an email. Send me an email to hello@shebosstalk.com. Now, when you send that email, in the subject, put something to the effect of housing affordability grant. Housing affordability grant. Okay? In the email, please make sure I have your name, your appropriate email. So you need to be responding to your email because an email will go out with a date for a Zoom meeting. Okay. So make sure we have the right email that you're going to be responsive to. Make sure we have a working contact number. So we contact you. We will always make an attempt to leave an email, a voicemail. So make sure your voicemail is working. Okay. And then put Why are you interested in collaborating on this particular grant? And how would you like to contribute? Right? So why are you interested in collaborating, and how would you like to contribute if you were to collaborate with us on this grant? And contribute in the way of your skill set, your expertise, or whatever you feel like you want to contribute. Please tell me a little bit about yourself as well. That always helps as we are, preparing for this particular opportunity, right? And even grant writers, if you're a grant writer, right, that want to collaborate, right? So the other grant we have, I have many grant writers in my network, and one who is in our tribe. I found out about a particular grant early. So I was already working on it. And a few days later, she came across the same grant and reached out to me to collaborate on it. Right. And then we started the calls, the conversation. How are we going? Is this a viable opportunity for us? Right. Do we have the capacity to do it? How can we collaborate? So the first thing that we did, we met, and then we got on the calls, we got on the webinars. And for this other grant, I think the third webinar is today or tomorrow. So it's on my calendar to attend all the webinars. And in the webinars, they give you all the documents that you need. So then it's our responsibility to read over the documents. So we are clear on what this program is, what's required, how are we going to meet the requirements, right? So I didn't see any mention about a match, but the other program, we have to have a financial match. That means I have to bring money to the table. So you will find that there are grants like that as well, where and it's not a scam. These are like real. They want more and more programs. Companies in general, they want you to have skin in the game, because there's too many people looking for stuff and they're not willing to do the work, right? And they have no skin in the game. It's like when you have skin in the game, then you take ownership. If I'm investing my dollars, that means this is important enough to me that I'm putting my money in it, so that it works, so we can make sure that this comes to fruition. And then, I'm gonna put my $25,000 in it, and in exchange, I'm gonna get $3 million in order to make the program happen. So that, to me, it makes all the sense in the world. It's just a matter of how am I gonna get it. It's not, oh, I don't have it. It's how am I gonna get it? There's many ways that you can get it, but this particular grant is not require a match. Okay, this is another one. That is me telling you that there are so many opportunities out here for innovation, and especially if you are in the tech space, if you are in consumer goods, I mean, there's no limit to the areas. So even if you're not currently doing it, and you can work it, weave it into your business model to do it, there is money there to do it. Or maybe I did a video last year, the year before, on R&D tax credits. So not only are there R&D is research and development. Like even in your business, maybe you're not doing a thing, but you want to do it. You want to explore. You've been thinking about it, and there is money for you just to research a thing then to develop it. It doesn't even have to be developed. You want to research it, they will pay you to do the research. But why do it alone? Why go it alone? That's what I'm saying. Like, we're here. We reach out all the time for opportunities, and very few people respond or reach back. But we're not slowing the bus down. We doing a stop. Hey, we going. The bus is moving. Do you want to hop on? Yes, no. You either hop on or you don't, and then we keep it moving. I don't beg people to participate. We are here to make an impact. We're here to make money, and we're here to build wealth. I'm telling you the ways to do it. And we always reach out into our network first. When we do anything, we reach into our network first. We say, here, this is what we're doing. This is what we have going on. We're going to present it to you. Right? And the question is, are you even engaged enough to know we're doing something? Right? And are you ready as your business in order to take advantage of the opportunity? And then do you see the value in the opportunity? And are you willing to show up? Are you bringing something to the table? Because we are the table. So what are you bringing to the table that's going to help us, get to all of us be able to win? That's basically what it is. Okay. So again, this is the affordable housing challenge. So no matter who you are or what you do, if you are interested in helping solve the affordable housing crisis, right? And you want to collaborate on a challenge for a chance to win up to $3 million to make it come to fruition, this idea that we have, bring the ideas together and help it become a reality, then shoot me an email at hello@shebosstalk.com. Now, I will probably not respond to your email immediately unless there's something else I need. I'm gathering them so we can then send out the invites for a Zoom call. So we will let you all know when we're doing this, so then we can work out the details, see who's really serious, and see, because it's important to be really clear on roles and responsibilities. What are we all doing? Because otherwise it's going to be a hot mess. What are we doing? How are we going to do it? Do we have the capacity to do what we want to do? You can want to do a thing and not have the time or availability. And that's one thing I don't want. People that say, okay, I want to do something, and then they on board, and then you don't hear from them. They're ghosts. They don't show up to calls or meetings. And I just did a post the other day about partnerships, and I shared how I'm able to secure partnerships. And one of the things that I said is I show up. It doesn't mean just showing up online. It means when there's a call that needs to take place or a meeting that needs to take place, I'm the first one on that call. Okay. And if it's some issue, technical problem, I'm the first one to apologize, and I will reschedule around that person's time. Rarely does that even happen. So if this is another thing, don't send me an email if you are about excuses. And if you don't have any intention of committing, if you're not responsive to calls and emails, don't send me an email. Don't do it. You have to be serious, because I'm so busy. I'm very busy, productively busy, that I don't have time for the nonsense. So, but if you are ready to collaborate, there's this opportunity and more to come. We first reach out to our network. Just ask members of the tribe, right? We put it out there. When we hire people, we're putting it out. We put it out to our main She Boss Talk community, and we put it out, some opportunities we put out to the tribe first. But I have hired people. There's people on my team that are members of the community and members of the tribe. I mean, we're winning together. When I say we're winning together, that's what we're doing. Like, this is serious. I don't just talk. This is what we're doing. I built my team through networking. Right? Everything that I do is really through networking and building relationships. And that's what being part of a community is about. It's not just a group, it's community. So, but you have to show up. People still haven't learned that, you're in these Facebook groups or Instagram or LinkedIn groups or whatever groups, chambers, and you don't show up. You don't get to know people. You don't connect. You don't build relationships. You got to turn that around. And you're missing out on opportunities. You're still on the struggle bus. That's because you have not learned the value of people, and relationships will get you a lot further than even what you know or the experience that you have just by being well connected to the right person at the right time for the right situation. Right? So that's how it works. I'm sharing these gems for free. And these things work. That's how I'm able to get partnerships, right? And all type of collaborations where I'm working less. I don't want to do all the work. I said this before. I want to work less. I want passive income streams. I want to be able to contribute my part, and we're doing big things together because we're all working together, right? And you all feel like, oh, I have to have $1 million to do this. This is idea I want to execute. I have to have all this money to do it, or I have to do it all by myself. No, you don't. No, you don't. There's money that you can get to fund your dream. There's people out here that's wanting to do the same thing that you want to do, or can complement what you want to do. There's so many people, my peers, that we're all in the housing. We want to provide traditional housing. We want to provide housing for the homeless, housing for vets. How do you do it? You need affordable housing solutions. And you need to break the barriers of classism and racism and sexism and ageism. So all of these things are issues that are barriers to people getting affordable housing. And then where are we building? Space issues. There's all types of issues that need to be explored. So that's why it requires a team to be able to do it. Okay? Because I know a lot, but I don't know everything, right? So people, if you're a home builder, let me know out there. Send me an email if you build homes and you can or want to build them more affordably. Let's partner together on this and bring some real world solutions. Thank you all so much. Thank you so much. I'm so happy that we are all on the same page here. 2023 is the year. It's an epic year. Just accept that's what it is and move in that agreement. We're all in agreement that that's what it is. So move in that. Make sure your thinking is aligned with that every day. If you need to renew your thinking, that's what it is. We are winning together. We're building wealth together. We're making impact together, and we're making a lot of money. We're making a lot of money. Like, we're going to become millionaires. How do you break the barrier, especially with women? Women on average don't make $100,000 in a year. You can get a grant for that much, more than that. It requires collaboration. I can't say that enough. If we learn how to collaborate, we could take advantage of so many opportunities. None of us, we wouldn't be on the struggle bus. We'd be working together. When we put calls out when we're working together as a tribe, as a community to help one organization, we're pulling our funds together and we say, we're going to pull our funds and we're going to support, 2 businesses or 3 businesses. And then you have crickets. But if everybody want what they want for themselves, but my question is, how have you helped someone else? How have you lift someone else up? Because if you can help a person be successful, you're going to be successful. That's how I did it. I didn't go into it. I want to make money doing it, and I want to make this much money. I'm always of the mindset, how can I help someone else? And then it automatically comes back to me. It automatically comes back to me. I'm always thinking, how can I help you today? How can I help you? Right? Even if I can connect you to someone else, it doesn't have to be me. Who do I know in my network that can help you solve your problem? That's how I'm able to do it. Right? I rarely do I think of myself, right? But we have to be a little bit selfish. But when you get your mind just off of you and how can you help someone else, it's going to come back to you, right? And I say this because this is all of how you become a collaborative person, a collaborative leader, a collaborative entrepreneur, and a collaborative business owner. If you can do that, you'll get a lot further, a lot quicker. So that's one of the words for this year is collaborate, collaboration. Okay. So with that said, I see all of you all out here. I answered one question. Let me just go through. I don't see any major questions. Do you think that the group homes for mental health and the enabling of disabilities qualify? I don't know if group homes, right? I don't know. The best thing for you to do is to be on the call, the webinar. So the link is in the description, in the show notes. Sign up for the webinar, because if you attend our meeting, you need to have attended the webinar. That's where you get all of the information. They will tell you, how do you qualify, what entities can or can't. And I don't think it's going to be anything where group homes are excluded. It's like, it's either you have a for-profit business or a nonprofit. Are for-profits included? Or is it only for nonprofits? Or if you are for-profit, do you need a fiscal sponsor? All those types of questions will be answered during the webinar. Someone is asking, can you get grants to get into purchasing a franchise? You can get a grant for just about anything. Most grants don't even tell you what you need to spend it on, right? But I don't know too many that says just specifically for you to start a franchise. But I think there was a couple like last year that did. But again, when you're thinking about grants, please don't put yourself in a box, because I'm gonna tell you, it may be only a few that say specifically for franchise, and then you'll be like, oh, then I don't qualify for any other. Look at grants across the board and see where you can fit in and work it, right? Like when I started applying for grants during COVID, I knew my business was new. She Boss Talk, I had just started it. So I wasn't going to get many grants, right? I knew that. I'm a new business. So what did I do? I leveraged my business that had been in operation now for almost 9 years. And I applied with that business until I was established enough to start applying on behalf of our new business, which we're 3 years old right now. But I mean, I didn't give up, and I did win grants, and I won. I was able to get, PPP and some other access to other programs with the new business. I just couldn't access as many as I did with my the business that I've had longer, right? But look at now, it doesn't even seem like it's been 3 years since COVID. And we're 3 years old. So there's really nothing that I can't apply for and be eligible for. Nothing. I mean, loans, lines of credit, I've gotten it all within 2 years. So, don't woe is me because you're a new business. Both businesses I started with no money. You're going to need money as you build, but sometimes think of your business model. What can you get started up quickly with little to no money, right? So all of you all are saying, well, I'm not starting my business because I need money. Then I'm asking, what is your business? And I'm like, you don't even need a lot of money for what it is that you're trying to accomplish, right? It just depends on your business model. It just depends on your business model. Sorry, somebody's... All right, so I think that's it for today. I hope this has been helpful for you. I hope you guys are ready to go after this money. There is so much free money out there. If you're new or you need to go revisit some of the videos from last year, all these are money-making videos, how to get free money for your business. That is there. It's in your local area. It's in your state. It's in your county. It's in your cities. It's in your urban areas. It's in your rural areas. There is money everywhere. It's at the federal level. There's a lot of money available. There's tax credits available. Do you know about them? We have a video that we did. Go search our YouTube, right? Do you know about all of these things that you can take advantage of to help your business being more successful, making more money, getting tax credits? So as you make more money, there's more taxes. Believe it. But some of y'all are afraid of it. You don't want to make money. You don't want to pay employees because you're afraid of taxes. Wrong mindset. I want to make more money. Bring on the millions of dollars. And I'm happy to pay the taxes. But more than that, I'm happy to leverage my business to get the tax credits, right? And to lower my tax liability. That's where having financial experts is where it's at. You need the accountants, you need the bookkeepers to help you stay on top of your money and help you take advantage of some of these programs that are available. That's how you do it. You don't work your business to try to dodge the government. Okay. You need to be trying to work with the government so the government can give you some money. And it's all set up to give small businesses money. Again, if you would realize that and get on that train, that's where the train is going. With all the governments, that's where they're going. These programs are going into small businesses. All you have to do is make the connections. We give them to you. You call them, you email them, and you see what they can do for you and your small business. Okay. So thank you so much for tuning in. As always, be the boss with Amplify Impact. Stay plugged in. Stay connected because we have a lot of programs. We have a lot of partnerships coming up, and it's all going to help you and also your children who you may also want to be entrepreneurs or who are flourishing entrepreneurs. So be on the lookout for many more programs coming from She Boss Talk. Thank you so much. Talk to you later.